you guys? It's me, Emily. I'm yet again in a different location. I'm filming in my bedroom today because why not? I wanted a new look, so we got this. We got the pretty fairy lights here. We got all of my favorite art there. So today's video is going to be how I color correct my videos, because I've actually had a lot of questions about this since my last video because of how I did it, and so I wanted to do it for you. And yeah, before we get into it, I do want to say, if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Emily. I make fashion, fandom, and filmmaking content twice weekly, so stay tuned for that. There's so many more videos like this coming soon, so definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when they're out. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. What I do is I'll go into Final Cut Pro and I will find the clips I want to work with, and I'll scrub through to see what they look like, and then I'll go into my effects panel and I'll pick out color board and I'll drag it over and put it on the clip. Then from there I'll hit the little colorful triangle and I'll start messing with all of the bars. They're like highlight, low light, mid light, shadows, everything. So you guys can go and like mess with those. That's what I did. I usually just like make it so the blues are a bit brighter because blue is my aesthetic. So that's really what I want to touch on, and then I'll go and I'll work on like the highlights and the mid lights, the mid tones are what they're called, but I call them mid lights, whatever. And I'll usually make those a bit brighter because they're usually pretty dark, and then I'll go in and I'll mess with the color. So like what color I want shadows to be and what color I want the highlights to be and things like that, just to make it look more aesthetically pleasing, I guess you'd say. But this is just really simple. You could do it really easily. A lot of them I will leave on or very near the line because I don't want too much of a difference. I just want to make it look a bit better. And so here's what the clip looks like with the coloring on it. And here's what the clip looks like without it. So as you can see, there is a big difference between what it looks like, and I really enjoy the way this is colored. And I just made it slow motion so it doesn't shake as much. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Now, because I want it to look just a bit different, I'm going to go in and I'm going to mess with the exposure and the exposure of the highlights and the shadows and just some things to make it look a tiny bit better than it already does, just because I want it to be a bit brighter, but I also don't want it to be super bright and oversaturated. So this is what the final product looks like with everything adjusted. Now I'm just going to go in and do the same thing I did before, but this time with this clip, which is a bit different with the coloring and what's in it, because there's actually a human in this one. So you're going to have to work with skin tones and whatnot. So again, I'm just going to go and mess with all the different colorings and whatnot to make it the way I want it to look. So after doing my color correcting, this is what the clip looks like. And then here's the same clip without all the coloring. See the difference? The first one's brighter and it looks more saturated, contrasted, but still not bad. And yes, I do realize that my dad's hands are like orange. He was actually very sunburned. Now, the next thing I'm going to suggest is actually heading over here if you have Final Cut Pro and downloading this plugin. It's called LUT. It'll be linked down below, and basically you can download it and you can use video LUTs, which basically are like coloring for your videos with a click of a couple buttons instead of going through and messing with everything, including like color wheels and stuff, which I'm going to get into in another video because it's even more advanced. So basically you go download LUT and then you go find it in your effects panel and you drag it over. And I know in Premiere you should be able to just find it super easily, but once you do that, you just hit use custom LUT and you go in, and these are actually my LUTs that I created that I'm selling on Etsy. If you guys want to go check them out, there's actually a special discount code which you guys will find out at the end of the video. But yeah, you could just go add the LUTs and make them look really cool, and this is what it looks like with one of the LUTs. So what I really love about this plugin, and LUTs especially, is that you could basically do one click to get coloring, but with this you can actually go in and mess with the saturation, contrast, and the highlights, shadows, mid-tones, even grain, which you can add to it, which I think is super cool. So you could just go mess with that until it looks perfect for you. And grain actually works really well on one of my LUTs. If you guys want to check them out, there actually is a few previews of them coming up right now. And if you want to go buy them, go to etsy.com/shop/Emily Hester Media, and you can find them all there. Here's what my aesthetic pack of LUTs looks like.
There might be a bit of paper left under the pool of coffee. Try to remember what I wrote and you just laugh. We better have a talk, think it might last until it's dark. When the candle lights are out, I really think it's goodbye. I didn't love you anyhow. Now I'll make each day count. I didn't love you anyhow. This bird must learn to fly. Enter your room, you lock the door. I'm lying helpless on the floor. It's how we spend our days. It's tragic in so many ways. I stumbled to the door. I couldn't take it anymore. I took a leap of faith.
So yes, my LUTs are linked down below. Now, if you guys want to get them for super cheap, aka 1 cent, you have to name the movie Emoji Edition. So on the screen, there are going to be 3 emojis. They're going to be about a movie that I know and I love. And if you guys can figure out what movie it is, then you can go type the name of that movie into the coupon code on Etsy when you go to checkout, and it'll take that money or that price off of your order. So definitely go check that out. Yes, I'll give you a hint. The movie is on Netflix if you guys want to go and try and find it or watch a bunch of movies. So yeah, there will definitely be hints on my social medias throughout the next coming weeks. So check that out. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias. They're always linked down below. Make sure you go check out my Etsy store, get the LUTs, use the code once you figure it out. And yeah, I'll be back soon with another video. Bye!